Hey everyone, I'm Esther Perez, and this is my experience at the Ritz Carlton in Turks and Caicos. It was absolutely beautiful. There's nothing bad that can be said in this video, so if you were looking for something like that, this is all positive because I had a great time. As you can see, the landscape is just absolutely beautiful, and I'll be saying that over and over and over again in this video because it really was just such a beautiful hotel. Once again, this is the Ritz Carlton in Turks and Caicos. Right on the hotel grounds, they have a casino, so if you're into gambling, you can definitely check it out. I believe with the stay, they also give you some credits towards the casino. We had full intentions of going because Dion had never been to a casino before, and we thought, why not try it? But we didn't. Next to the casino, outside of the resort, is BLT Steak, and I will say this is like outside of like the hotel, but it's on the hotel grounds, so you don't have to go far for it. Right there is the front entrance of the Ritz Carlton, so you can just step right outside and go to that steakhouse or go to the casino. We didn't try the steakhouse. Unfortunately, we didn't see the best reviews, so we didn't even want to give it a shot, but if you're into it, go for it. Another one I didn't try was the coffee shop that's here outside of the hotel, and I'm just not a coffee drinker. I don't drink coffee whatsoever, but if you are a coffee shop person, check it out. They also had a little jewelry store, and as you can see, they try to put quite a bit of shops and things to do right by the hotel or on the hotel grounds, just so you really don't have to go far. And I do want to just say it right now that you really don't have to leave the hotel because there's so much on like the actual hotel grounds and there's so many things to do. You, like I said, do not have to leave unless you absolutely want to go out and like go grocery shop or go to like a club, but they do have quite a bit here. So this is the main lobby, and when you get to the hotel, this is where you're gonna see the front desk, and you're gonna stop to get you checked in and get your room keys. They are very attentive. Mind you, this is like 7 a.m. So that's why you're really not seeing any of the staff here. I swear they were always here and always super attentive. I always like to shoot these videos of like the full resort and whatnot at like 7 a.m. when no one else is awake because I don't want to be that YouTuber that has their camera in everyone's face. So that's why it looks so empty in this area. But throughout the day, this waiting area and the bar area has lots of people. It's very lively. At one point they had a singer and a band in like the little corner area, and a lot of the people here got to enjoy it, and I just thought that was really nice touch to have like some live music in this lobby area. So this is where you'll wait until you're all checked in. That's where we were waiting. We had to wait like 30 minutes or so for our room to be ready, and honestly with this view, I mean, I could not be mad about waiting for my room because the view is stunning. This is no filter on this video, by the way. I did not use any saturation, any brightness. This is really what my iPhone took. And as you can see, it's morning. The sun is like shining so bright. It is just like breathtakingly beautiful. I don't know the story behind that Volkswagen bus, but it was parked there the entire time. I did see people posing with it, so maybe there's a story behind it, but I didn't get to check it out. But it's a super cute, like old school bus. Definitely gives like the island vibes. Right next to this Ritz, there's a resort right there that you just saw. I believe that's a bit cheaper if you wanted to stay there. I just cannot think of the name. And then over on this left-hand side is the tours and activities area. You can go there and book excursions like jet skiing. I think they even have like a shipwreck they can take you to or something like that. I didn't do any extra excursion through them. However, I'm sure they're attentive and whatnot, but the reason I didn't was because there's so much already offered at the resort to do. So here is like the main pool area. This pool is super huge and people get out here early and put their towels down to reserve like their seats. I think every hotel tells you not to do that, but people do it anyways. So if you are really pressed on like where you're gonna sit at the pool, get out there early, put your book down, put your towel down, put something down to reserve your spot. I will say on the beach, we noticed someone was complaining about their stuff being moved. So I think if you reserve it for like too long, especially in the beach area, the staff will like move it and put it in like their little like not lost and found area, but like in their quarters, because you're not supposed to be reserving the stuff. And every hotel tells you that, yet people do it anyways. I believe they like had it reserved for a long time and then went away to eat and do things, and when they came back they were shocked that it wasn't there anymore, which I get it. It's awful to have your stuff moved, but maybe don't leave it, if you're gonna be leaving the beach area. So that's my experience there with that. Take that for what you will. I know I gave you a little glimpse here of the beach area, but I do want to take a step back and show y'all the rest of the actual hotel grounds, and we'll go back to the beach in just a bit, I promise. They had sunscreen and like aloe vera gel on demand. And this is the other pool. This one was a little more kid friendly. The Ritz Carlton in Turks is open to kids and families. So if you're looking for like a no kids place, I would not suggest this. Mind you, I don't have kids and I still had a great time at this resort being surrounded by families and kids. So I think it should be fine, but if you're like someone who's very anti-kids, then maybe this is not the spot for you. They had an outdoor bar area and next to this pool, and the bar was super nice. Mind you, this is not like one of those all-inclusive resorts that you get in like Mexico or the Dominican Republic. This is very much like you're gonna pay for everything you're drinking, so just keep that in mind. This is one of the food areas, and this is like a breakfast buffet in the morning, and then at night it switches to an Italian spot. And I will be reviewing my food that I ate at the resort towards the end of this video, so keep watching for that. So like I said, it is a very like kid friendly, family friendly. They even have like a Ritz Kids Center, and I don't know what this consists of on the inside. I don't know if they like offer an actual like sitter in there, but I know kids are able to play in this area. This is like the outdoor kids area, but then there's also like that inside Ritz Kids area. So feel free to check it out some more. I'm sure you can Google more about it. If you're coming with a family, like I said, this seemed like a really great resort and I definitely would trust it. I would come here if I had kids. I thought it was really great. Don't let the wind that you see on the palm trees fool you. It stays pretty hot consistently in Turks, so I think regardless of when you come, you're going to have a great time. We went in July and it was so hot. I think I got a tan by like the second day, and then by like the third day it turned onto a full-on sunburn. So just keep that in mind. It is just very sunny. Like I said, there is sunblock for free. There's like sunblock stations and aloe vera stations. I think they're fully expecting people who stay to get sunburnt and to be going through it. So if you do forget yours, you don't have to pay for like the overpriced amount. They offer some here for you right by the pool area. Here you can see them cleaning, and I kept this in the video because I was like, I want everyone to know, like, I see them cleaning and see them taking care of the hotel. I think a lot of times when you go to vacation spot hotels, they can seem a little bit run down, but I did not get that at all from the Ritz. Like, I feel like if you're coming to the Ritz, you're obviously paying good money, and I do think it's definitely worth what you're paying. Everywhere was absolutely beautiful, well taken care of. The bathrooms in the commons area were all nice. The staff was always very helpful. I think it is truly one of those places where like you pay so much more, but the experience really aligns and matches with how much you're paying. This is the spa. I did not get to check it out, but I really wanted to. But I think I'm just someone who, when I go on vacation, I just cannot wait to go to the pool and be in the water and be in the sun. I did check out the gym, and I actually did work out a couple of times while on vacation. That's actually something like I'm really big on, is just going and getting my workout in, because I think it's just so good for you mentally, even when you're on vacation, to keep up this routine. I was a fan. This gym had 2 rooms to it and had so many items to it. Now back up to the beach, there is several shower stations so you can like wash off, and there's like this like foot pedal wash as well. So don't worry about dragging back in sand. They definitely have that outside so you can make sure you're not tracking that back into your room or into the hotel itself. It's pretty easy to get towels once the attendants are out there, and like you can see here, I said there's a lot to do, and there is, and it's all included in the stay. There's paddleboarding, kayaking, snorkeling. I think they even had like floaties too. So many activities you can do outside without having to pay like extra on top of it, and they were included in our stay. All we had to do was tell them our room number, and they hooked us up with whatever it was that we wanted. Dion actually went like snorkeling out here, and he saw like this like huge barracuda. It was pretty friendly, I will say. And then I got to paddleboard, and he did kayak at one point. I love like that kind of water activity, like just paddleboarding and like wading out. And it was just a lot of fun, because even though like you don't see any crazy waves, it was just like peaceful, and really nice that it was already included in our stay. Here's the boardwalk, and if you do book an excursion like on a boat, they'll typically pick you up around here, just FYI. Like I said, we didn't book any, but we kept seeing large groups of people like getting on the boats and going out to sea. This boardwalk is absolutely beautiful. I was really happy that I was able to get out here so early and get footage of it. The water is so clear. Turks and Caicos water was the prettiest water I've ever seen. I feel like the video doesn't even do it justice. Like, it really was very clear, very clean, absolutely no seaweed, and I genuinely loved just hanging out in the water. So once again, this is the Ritz Carlton, and I know I've said it in the video before, you obviously pay more when you stay at a place like this, but I truly think it's worth it because of the different experiences you get while at the resort, like the paddleboarding, kayaking, and snorkeling all being included in the stay, as well as just the great rooms. And here's ours. I have to give it to Dion completely. He upgraded our room. I think he upgraded it twice. And as you can see, we were celebrating. So we walked into like a bottle of champagne and some chocolate covered bananas. We were celebrating our anniversary, my birthday, as well as me graduating from grad school. So it was a really big celebration, and Dion just went all out for it. We kept calling this our penthouse. Mind you, this was not the penthouse. This was like, just like, I don't want to say a regular room, but it was like 2 upgrades up from the regular room. But mind you, there were still like places that were 3 times this size, and I do have video of them, which I can show in another video, but this is, my experience video, and this is where we stayed. I absolutely loved staying in this area, having like that living room and kitchen that were really spacious, and then our bedroom like off into its own room was really nice. I did not realize this was going to be so big and it was so spacious for just me and Dion. The balcony was just huge. It really went from like wall to wall on the other side. Don't mind Dion just taking calls out there. I really loved every piece of this room. It was just beautiful. I was told that this is the residence area, so a lot of people that stay long term stay in something that looks like this. And I'm just extremely jealous of everyone that stays in a place like this for a long period of time because it was beautiful. It had all the appliances you needed in it. At one point we did go to the grocery store and actually like cooked our meals in here. The appliances were all Wolf appliances. It was just stunning, absolutely stunning. Then off of this like living area there was a bathroom. This place had 1 bedroom, 2 bathrooms, lots of storage space. It was really, really beautiful. So this was the side bathroom. I always love when where we stay has 2 bathrooms because I think that's very important when you're traveling with someone. And this bathroom was just very cute, little, did its job. And then when you go into the bedroom, that's where you're going to get into where our bathroom is. But first, check out this room, which, mind you, we always just like drop our stuff wherever because the long day of travel is just awful. So don't mind our mess. But this was our view. Once again, the balcony was absolutely stunning. The room was huge. Absolutely huge. The bed was so big, and I love, this is just like a little side note, but I absolutely loved that the bed had 2 nightstands. You don't always get 2 nightstands in hotel rooms, but I felt like having the second nightstand there was great for me putting my own things there, and it really gave it like that extra personal touch because at our homes we always have 2 nightstands, but in hotels not always. So that's just something that I noticed and I really appreciated. Now, moving on to the bathroom. This place was beautiful. I'm not much of like a tub person, but this tub was stunning. I thought it was just so beautiful. It looked well taken care of. I am just like a huge germaphobe, so I cannot see myself getting in a tub ever. But if you love tubs, you would love this bathroom. Now, there was 2 sinks, which is really great, especially when you're staying with someone, and a huge shower. The shower was great. The only thing that could make it better in my head is like 2 shower heads, but it's fine. That shower was so huge. If you stood off into like a little corner, you'd get cold. You had your bathroom, like your toilet area with a door that actually gave like privacy, which was nice. And overall, I just loved all like the little details of this bathroom to really make it comfortable for everyone that's staying. Also, the lighting was not bad, so getting ready in there was totally fine. I know sometimes hotels have like the worst lighting in the bathroom, but no, it was not bad here. Lots of storage. Once again, I fully wanted to act like I lived there, and I did because I ended up unpacking and using all of the storage area. I 100% would come back to the Ritz Carlton in a heartbeat. I don't even think like I absolutely need to stay in this room since I know it was like a double upgrade, but this has to be the nicest place I've ever stayed in my life. Like, it was just so pretty. I couldn't believe we got to stay in this. I felt like a family should have been in here, like a lot more people. It was just me and Dion, like enjoying this huge area. This place was just so big and so comfortable. Now, I wanted to also review some of the food, and the food on the hotel grounds was not bad. I'll start with this spot. During the day was like a lunchtime area. They had natural lemonade. I usually am a water drinker, but I do love me some lemonade. I had a chicken quesadilla, and it was pretty tasty. I think it's very regular, like hotel food. I wouldn't expect like anything that's like, I don't want to say 5 star, but yeah, I wouldn't expect anything that's like gourmet tasting. Like, it's very much hotel food. It is good, but it's not like, you're not gonna like look for like Michelin rated items on a hotel. We got room service at one point. The room service came really well packaged. It was the chicken quesadilla or maybe steak that Dion got, and then I got spaghetti. My spaghetti was so good. I will never forget how good this was. So if you're ordering room service and you're worried about whether it's gonna be good or not, the room service is good. Get the spaghetti. This was the Italian spot that we tried. Remember, it's open at night, and I didn't mind my meatballs. I know Dion loved his dish. He got the scallops, and he said they were like the best scallops ever. So if you're into scallops, go try those. As for like the hotel food, I obviously think it's fine. You can eat it and it tastes good. But like I said, you're not gonna get like, oh, like Michelin rated like food tasting there on the actual hotel. And it's very much gonna be like hotel bar-ish food. Like, you have sushi and burgers, spaghetti, quesadillas. I definitely recommend leaving the hotel to try some local food places. So that was Turks and Caicos. I hope you liked this video and I hope it was helpful. If you do go, feel free to let me know how it goes for you, and don't forget to like and subscribe.